This happened to Fox News anchor John Roberts, and what unfolded next will make you think twice about every overseas trip and mosquito bite you've ignored. Because sometimes the deadliest threats come in the smallest packages. It was just another day at Fox News. John Roberts, the seasoned 68-year-old journalist, was preparing to co-anchor America Reports. For decades, this had been routine. But on this day, something was terribly wrong. As cameras rolled and millions tuned in, Roberts felt pain unlike anything he'd experienced. From his head to his toes, every inch of his body screamed in agony. Imagine delivering breaking news while feeling like someone was attacking every muscle and nerve in your body. Roberts is a professional. He's covered Hurricane Katrina, reported from war zones, survived countless high-pressure situations, so he pushed through trying to maintain that signature composure viewers expected. But then, something more alarming happened. The pain was joined by violent, uncontrollable shivering that no willpower could suppress. Picture reading a teleprompter while your body convulses with chills so severe you can barely stay steady. Roberts later described being beset with uncontrolled shivering on live television. This wasn't feeling cold or having nerves. His body was rebelling in ways impossible to hide. His first instinct was to rationalize, maybe muscle cramps from sitting. Uncomfortably, when shivering started, he thought flu. But Roberts knew this wasn't ordinary. This demanded immediate attention. He saw a doctor. Routine blood work came back with shocking results. Roberts' platelet count was plummeting. His white blood cells dropped to dangerous levels. These weren't flu numbers. These screamed emergency room, and doctors wasted no time getting him there. After extensive testing and examining his travel history, doctors made a diagnosis that stunned everyone, including Roberts. The culprit wasn't new flu or mysterious autoimmune disease. It was malaria, a disease most Americans associate with distant tropical regions, not modern Washington newsrooms. How does a prominent news anchor get deadly malaria in 21st century America? The answer, a 2-week Indonesia trip just days before falling ill. Indonesia's tropical climate is where malaria-carrying mosquitoes thrive. Not typical backyard mosquitoes, but Anopheles mosquitoes carrying parasites that have killed countless people throughout history. What's remarkable is Roberts doesn't remember being bitten. A single mosquito bite he never noticed infected him with a life-threatening parasite. It's sobering how something so small can devastate. Symptoms appeared 10 days after returning from Indonesia, exactly when malaria typically manifests. Learning. The truth, Roberts mixed dark humor with genuine fear. Of course you have malaria. You never do anything in small measures. But beneath that wit was real gravity understanding. I was a little scared. Malaria can be deadly if left unchecked. This from someone who's reported from war zones and faced hostile world leaders. Doctors immediately began aggressive treatment. They put Roberts on IV artesunate, powerful medication reserved for severe malaria cases. This wasn't take pills and rest. This was intensive intervention against life-threatening infection. Recovery wasn't straightforward. Roberts described never feeling that sick in his life. Coming from someone who's survived decades of high-stress situations, that's saying something. Recovery was up and down. One moment, uncontrollable chills. The next, drenched in sweat as his body fought for equilibrium. Throughout this ordeal, Roberts maintained career-defining determination. While battling potentially deadly disease, he set goals for returning to the anchor desk, hoping to be back by September 2nd. It's the same drive that kept him at journalism's forefront for decades. What a career it's been. Roberts established himself as one of television's most respected journalists. He worked at CNN, CBS News, covering everything from Hurricane Katrina to Pope John Paul II's death to international conflicts. The recognition followed: Emmy Awards, National Headline Award, New York Press Club acknowledgments. At Fox News, his political coverage became must-watch television. In 2020, he renewed his commitment, saying he felt privileged to continue delivering stories from Washington and serve viewers across the country. This makes his health scare significant. Here's someone who stared down presidents, reported from combat zones, maintained composure through disasters. Yet a microscopic parasite from a forgotten mosquito bite succeeded where decades of dangerous assignments failed, forcing him away from the story. But Roberts' career demonstrates consistent resilience. He built his reputation showing up when stakes are highest, delivering accurate information when it matters most. The same qualities that made him successful, covering wars and upheavals, will serve him in this personal battle. This story extends beyond one journalist's scare. In our globally connected world, diseases once confined to specific regions can appear anywhere. Roberts' experience reminds travelers venturing into tropical regions where malaria remains endemic about taking precautions and watching for symptoms. What makes this ultimately inspiring rather than cautionary is Roberts' approach. Instead of retreating privately, he shared his experience publicly, educating others about malaria and seeking prompt medical attention. His openness about fear, describing symptom severity, and determination to return reflect qualities that made him a compelling journalist. As he continues recovery, battling treatment's ups and downs while working toward returning to the anchor desk, Roberts embodies something essential about journalism and human nature. He represents that setbacks, even life-threatening ones, don't define us. They become part of larger stories of resilience and refusing to let uncontrollable circumstances determine our future. When John Roberts returns to America reports with familiar, calm professionalism, it represents more than another workday. It's testament to human resilience against nature's smallest but most persistent threats, and reminder that sometimes the most important stories are ones we never see coming.